The global power balance is rapidly changing, and at the heart of this transformation are three key players: Iran, Russia, and Turkey. What began as a patron-client relationship has morphed into a deep and strategic partnership driven by economic sanctions, military needs, and regional conflicts. How has this relationship evolved, and what does it mean for the future of global geopolitics? Stay tuned as we break down the dynamics of this powerful alliance. For decades, the relationship between Iran and Russia was characterized by a patron-client dynamic, with Russia often playing the role of the provider. Iran was typically on the receiving end of military and technical cooperation, reliant on Russia for defense systems and strategic backing. But starting in 2022, a dramatic shift occurred. Russia's growing isolation from the West, particularly due to the war in Ukraine, changed everything. Iran emerged as a critical military supplier for Russia, providing drones and armaments, roles that reversed the traditional power structure between these two nations. By 2022, Iran had supplied thousands of Shahad combat drones to Russia, along with short-range ballistic missiles. According to Western reports, Iran had even established a drone production facility on Russian soil, a move that marked a significant deepening of their military cooperation. But this was not just a military alliance. Iran helped Russia evade Western sanctions, strengthening their economic and technological cooperation. Iran's military support for Russia became a lifeline, particularly as Russia faced growing challenges in Ukraine. This shift signaled a complete reversal of roles, with Iran now providing critical military aid to a once dominant ally. But why is this happening? Iran's military support to Russia didn't stop with drones. By 2023, Iran had also secured a purchase of Russia's advanced Sukhoi Su-35 fighter jets, part of an effort to modernize its aging air force. This deal, confirmed by Iranian defense officials, marked a significant step in Iran's push to bolster its military capabilities. At the same time, Iran had started exploring advanced Russian technologies, including the S-400 surface-to-air missile systems and electronic warfare equipment. This growing collaboration had clear implications for the region, particularly given Iran's geopolitical tensions with Israel. On October 1, 2024, Iran launched a missile strike in support of Hezbollah's operations against Israel. This action is expected to trigger military repercussions, and Iran's alignment with Russia only adds fuel to the fire. This is not the first time Iran and Russia have aligned themselves militarily. Their relationship deepened during the Syrian civil war, where both countries supported the Assad regime. Over the years, their cooperation has expanded beyond Syria to include broader regional interests and responses to sanctions. In 2016, Russia delivered the S-300 missile system to Iran after sanctions were lifted following the nuclear deal, or JCPOA. This arms deal was part of a broader $10 billion package that included helicopters, planes, and artillery. As Russia's relations with the West deteriorated due to events like the Ukraine war and alleged interference in Western politics, the two nations found common ground in their opposition to US and EU sanctions. Sanctions have been a key factor in driving Iran and Russia closer. Both countries have faced crippling economic measures from the West, and their partnership has allowed them to find ways to circumvent these restrictions. In 2023, trade between Iran and Russia surged, reaching $5 billion, up from just $1.5 billion in 2020. This growth was largely driven by their mutual efforts to bypass the dollar and euro, instead trading in national currencies. Russian exports to Iran jumped by 77%, and Iran's imports to Russia increased by 133%. Iran's accession to BRICS in 2024 further solidified its position as a major player on the global stage. The BRICS membership, alongside Russia, allowed Iran to claim reduced international isolation and expand its economic partnerships with emerging economies. Their cooperation isn't just economic. In January 2021, Iran, Russia, and China conducted joint naval exercises in the Indian Ocean, a sign of growing military collaboration. These drills highlighted their shared commitment to expanding regional influence, particularly in areas where Western power has traditionally dominated. For Iran, these exercises are a chance to showcase its growing military capabilities. For Russia, they represent a deepening of alliances with non-Western powers, critical as Russia continues to face sanctions and isolation from Europe and the US. The growing partnership between Iran and Russia has not gone unnoticed by the West. The United States and European nations view the alliance as a significant threat, particularly in the Middle East. Iran's military aid to Russia, including the transfer of drones, has fueled conflicts and deepened tensions in the region. For Europe, there is a fear that this alliance could shift the balance of power, especially if Iran continues to advance its military technology through Russian partnerships. Sanctions and diplomatic pressure have been the primary tools used by the West to contain this cooperation, but the effectiveness of these measures remains in question. But there's a third player in this story: Turkey. Turkey's relationship with both Russia and Iran is complicated. On the one hand, it works closely with them on issues like the Syrian conflict through the Astana process. On the other hand, Turkey is a NATO member with commitments to the West. Turkey has played a crucial role in mediating between conflicting parties, like in the Black Sea Grain Initiative. It also maintains significant economic ties with Russia, serving as a hub for Russian oil and gas. Despite Western sanctions, Turkey continues to engage in trade with Russia, further complicating its geopolitical position. The alliance between Iran and Russia is one of the most important geopolitical developments in recent years. What started as a military cooperation has expanded into economic, technological, and strategic ties, posing a significant challenge to Western powers. With Turkey acting as a mediator, the balance of power in the region remains in flux. As we watch this alliance grow, the question is, what will happen next? Will sanctions be enough to curb this partnership, or will Iran and Russia continue to strengthen their positions on the global stage? Thank you for watching today's breakdown. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Trending News Now. Your engagement helps us grow and keeps us bringing you the latest updates on global affairs. Check out our other videos for more insights, and we'll see you next time.